Okay, Emma, so you are a master of the wonderful analogy, and they're often food related. They're definitely very often toddler related. So tell us now about celery and chocolate buttons.
Right. This is because in my book, I talk about leadership being basically aligned to chocolate and to celery. And it comes from the fact that any child basically adores chocolate and will hang on to it for grim death. And if you've ever tried to take chocolate buttons off a toddler, you will know that it is absolutely impossible. You need the skills of like some kind of international negotiator. Um, and so basically, as a leader, if you're going to start thinking about leading an organization, the first thing to do is to think, what am I actually going to hold on to? What is the thing I am not going to give up in any decision making, any kind of disruption, any kind of change to my organization, to my staff, whatever, the thing I'm going to hold on to forever. A bit like the toddler holds on to the chocolate and will not give it up come hell, high water, pleading, bargaining, whatever. The other thing is, what will you also say no to? Because lots of leaders, when they set out their values or their vision or whatever, I think, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. What they don't think about is, what am I actually going to say no to? What don't I stand for? And the reason I say it's celery is because my three kids, although they're very different personalities, very different. They are united in their absolute hatred of celery. They will not eat it. Doesn't matter what I do with it, how I try to hide it, how I try to disguise it, fricassee it, smash it up, cut it up. No, they sit there, the trinity of absolute no. And so as a leader as well, we need to be mindful of, are we really clear about what we will do and what we do stand for, and also what we will not stand for, what we will not tolerate, and what we will have no part of? What is our chocolate and what is our celery? The next part of that is making sure that you use those as a filter and a foil for your decision making. Because once you really do know what you do stand for and what you don't stand for, then easy to make a decision, because you think that doesn't align with this, or it kind of conflicts with that. So it actually really helps you, and especially early on in leadership, you can be tempted to say yes, yeah, of course, yeah, I'll do that all the time. But actually, you need to be really mindful of, is this the right time for this decision, and not just does it align with what we believe in, but is it the right time? Otherwise, it can be a little bit like talk about hand-me-downs for children. You get a lovely set of hand-me-down clothes for children, and they're going to be perfectly brilliant at the right time, but you wouldn't necessarily put a massive pair of trousers on a toddler so they can fall over and bang their head on the coffee table. So it's got to be right decisions against your chocolate and your celery at the right time. And then chocolate and celery is dead clear, really, really clear to understand. And it's that kind of clarity that you need to have to talk to your teams in your school, to talk to the stakeholders that you work with, and communicate it that simply and that effectively. This is what we do stand for. This is what we don't stand for. That then helps with other people helping you to lead, because they can use the same things as a foil for their own decision making. So they can start to help you to lead the organisation. The trick is to not be woolly about it, and to actually have that kind of clarity about, yes, this is us, this isn't us. So my kind of first bit of information or kind of help or advice that I would ever give to anybody taking on any new leadership role is, have a little think about, what's your chocolate? Yes, yummy, brilliant, delicious, always go for that. And what would be your celery? Absolutely no way, this is not us. And then once you're clear on that, communicate that to the people that you work with and the people that you're working for and the communities and the children that you're serving, and then everybody knows where you all stand, and you're much more likely to go in the right direction if you're absolutely clear about what you want. And just for the record, my eldest is 9, still won't touch the stuff. Still won't touch
It's great. It's really good.
Leadership chocolate, leadership celery, and it all aligns with, if you've had a really good think about what your moral purpose is, what do you actually stand for? And again, I'll say again, read Sir John Jones, read The Magic Weaving Business. He articulates righteous indignation and moral purpose so beautifully. It was his work that kind of catapulted or was a catalyst really for the chocolate buttons and the celery. So there you go. Chocolate for me every time.